Give me a call. Let's talk Galaxy Note 7 termination. Let's do it. Welcome, guys, to Greggles TV Live. Is a special edition for the Galaxy Note 7 recall. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Let's make this a cool, fun show. I want to hear what you guys, if you're pissed off, if you're happy, what phone you're going to get, what phone you wish you had, everything about this. So let's do this. 619-721-3699. Chat room is going crazy. Let's see. Luis is saying, this sucks. I love my Note 7. I don't see myself using another device. Sad face. I'm with you, man. It's a great phone. Charles, aloha. Ride with room, smiley face. First call of the day. Let's do this. David B., what's going on, buddy? Good, man.
Hi, Greg.
How you
How's it
feeling?
going, man?
We got some bad news today about the Galaxy Note 7 officially terminated by Samsung. How does that make you feel? Where were you when you heard the news?
That's definitely bad news. I was actually getting a pedicure, and I saw it both on the TV there at the shop, and then I watched your video coming live on YouTube. So this is really sad news. It's because this is such a great device, and not so many people have this problem. Only a handful. So it just feels like a huge disappointment because I can't really think of any other device that I want to get. It would be such a huge downgrade to anything else that's on the market right now. So if you guys have any ideas of any, I saw your video with the LG 20 or G20.
It's tough because for me, I change phones all the time, to be honest with you. So I'm not that beaten up by it. Because honestly, I probably wouldn't have kept the Note 7 for more than another month or two anyway. But for some people, like my wife, this is her first, it's her second Android phone, but she loves the Note 7. Like literally last night, she's like, I'm so pissed. I love this phone. And I know a lot of people feel the same way as her. And it sucks because, now people don't have a great phone. And it is a great phone. It's funny because it's not a huge upgrade over the S7 Edge. But you know what? It feels so much better in your hand than the Galaxy S7 Edge. So much better.
Yeah, and me coming from an iPhone, I've been with Apple ever since it came out. So this is my first Android phone, and I just fell in love with it right away. And I just can't go back to Apple right now. So what I was thinking of doing is, for most people who are just maybe getting a phone on a 2-year contract plan or something, it's not worth getting the S7, which is, by the way, a great phone. But if I'm going to buy the S7 now, I'm going to be stuck with it for 2 years unless I want to drop another grand on a new phone when it comes out in a few months. It's actually, I was thinking of just getting a cheap phone, like $50 phone, and then, get all my media from the iPad. And then whenever if a Note 8 comes, or the S8 or another great phone that I can finally, be comfortable using, then I'll just get that one. But for me to drop $1,000 on a phone that I don't really like now, it just sucks. I really don't know what the next step is here. But
I think you're making a smart decision, to be honest with you. If you're a Samsung guy and you love Samsung and you don't want to go back to the S7 or the S7 Edge, which I honestly don't blame you, waiting for the S8, which is supposed to be a knockout phone with a 4K screen and a great processor and everything you could ever want in a phone, I think that's a smart move for you to go to, get a cheaper phone and then just wait it out for the S8 to come out. The only problem is I'm trying to look for when they would actually release the S8, which was probably another 6 months, I would guess. So as long as you can wait 6 months, it's completely fine.
Yeah, I kind of want to, I was thinking of getting the OnePlus 3 because that's, a pretty good phone
that's a great
for
phone.
a
I
fair
have it right
price.
here. It's so fast.
That way you don't have to drop $1,000 on a phone and then be stuck with it for 2 months because, you pay $400 for the OnePlus 3 and you're gonna use it for a few months and then maybe sell it and drop the thousand
Exactly.
on a phone that
That's
you really
smart.
like. Like
That's what I think a lot of people forget is if you buy something
yeah.
like a OnePlus 3 for 400, and then 6 months down the road, you can still sell it probably for 200 or $250, maybe $300, and that way you only end up spending your loss is 100, $150. That's not that bad for a really nice phone.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, man. Well, I appreciate your call. Did you want to talk about anything else? Or are you okay?
No, I'm good. Actually, I'm gonna, tune in and listen for other people what they have to say. And I just want to know, thank you so much for all the, videos about the Note 7, all the updates. I watched every one of them, and I couldn't get any of the news if it weren't for you. So
much,
I really
man.
appreciate it.
Very
Thank
nice
you.
words. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. All right, bye.
Keep it coming. Take care.
All right, guys. Phone lines are open. Put that back on. Ew. Call in 619-721-3699. I wish I could get you guys to like, all these phones would be waiting on there, but I don't have my phone system doesn't do that. But yeah, you can tell people are upset by this. This is a good phone. This is people just got their replacements or just were able to purchase the phone, and now they can't even do that, and it sucks for everybody involved, unfortunately. Let's check this out. So the chat room's going crazy. Let's see. I'm replacing my Inferno Assassin. What phone am I going to replace it with? Either the Pixel, and I already talked about this in a video, of the Pixel XL or the LG V20. I'm going to try both of those phones. We'll till something new and better like the Note 7. I'm going back to my Note 3. I liked it. I had the Note 5, and I really liked it. All right, guys, again, the phone lines are open, 619-721-3699. Let me hear your thoughts. I want to know if you are upset, if you're happy. Hey, what's going on, 916?
Which phone am I going to replace? What's going on,
brother? How are you feeling about this?
I don't know. I'm kind of upset
about
it, but I got a pretty good question for you. Do you think, in your opinion, that because this is the second recall and people are going to be getting rid of the Note 7s, essentially there's not going to be many of them out, do you think the phone will be worth more money later on?
I can see where you're going with it. Like, I wouldn't be... So part of me wants to say completely no, because it does have that fire issue where it possibly could explode. But at the same time, if people want it enough, and maybe they can figure out a way so it doesn't explode, like some kind of hack or some kind of fix that would stop it. Yeah, of course, I think the phone would do really well, especially on the black market. But the thing is that you cannot buy this phone on Swappa, and I would assume eBay is probably going to remove it if they have not already. But I know Swappa, where I generally sell my phones, you can't sell the phone anymore. And also, like I said, eBay. So at that point, you're down to Craigslist and websites like that aren't usually used for nationwide buying. So I don't know. I guess I'll say no. Do I think the market's going to be high for it? I'll say no. Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking more along the lines of like a car. They had some really terrible cars back in the day that were cheap and garbage, and they would blow up too. Perfect example is one of the three-wheeled cars from Britain, but nowadays they're worth 3 times the amount of money that they were, new. So that's the only reason I was asking. So it would become a little bit more rare if everyone turned it in and they don't have it, but
it's a good question. It's definitely something to think about for people that are going to end up keeping their phones, that are going to end up but the other thing is I guarantee Samsung, on the other hand, is going to put another update that says return your phone, do this, do that. It's going to be annoying. So who knows what they're going to do? I would assume they're going to put an update out very, very soon to render it annoying.
Is there a way to not have the update done on the phone?
Yeah, probably. There probably is. You could. It's weird because on mine, the last phone, the last recall they did, the update happened automatically. I didn't even say yes to it. It just automatically happened. I don't know. There's always a way to stop something. What that way would be, I'm honestly not sure. But yeah, there's definitely a way. Yeah. So,
Okay.
anything else you wanted to talk? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So the next thing is, so you've been talking about the Google Pixel, and I'm interested in that too. I did say I was going to get whatever phone you get, but T-Mobile doesn't have that specific phone, and I would need to go through T-Mobile. So do you have any other recommendations that
For
T-Mobile
phones
has?
to get? Yeah, I would. It depends what you're gonna do. So if you're a Samsung guy, then I think like the last caller, maybe get like a less expensive phone, like a OnePlus 3. If you're not a Samsung guy and you're open to any Android phone, I would, like I said in my video, I would do the LG V20. If you're like a phone that has tons of features and all kinds of tricked out tweaks, I would definitely do the LG V20. Or if you like a phone more simple that's just fast, hopefully has a good camera from all the samples I've seen, I would go with the Pixel XL. I think those two phones are the phones to get right now. All right, man.
All right, man. Well, thanks for answering. I will see you on Snapchat.
All right, phone lines are back open, 619-721-3699. Call now. Phones are open if you want to call. 3699. All right, what do we got here? So I personally haven't had any problems. I know you guys, that's the one I say. Okay, so a lot of you guys are saying that you're not having any issues with your phone. And for me, I'm generally not either, except for a little bit of lag. I'm not having any issues with the phone. Occasionally, it'll overheat. Mr. Joel Rivera, what's up, brother?
What's up? Hey, nothing.
Samsung.
Just sad news for.
I know. So let's put this out there. So Joel does not have a Samsung Galaxy Note 7. He has a OnePlus 3. But I know you're a fan. You're a fan of technology. Oh, you did have it, right? Yeah, I know you're a fan of technology, a big fan.
Yeah.
Just as big as any one of us. But what did you do where were you when you heard this news? And then also, what did you? Were you surprised? Were you not surprised?
Well, I guess you broke the news to me with your video. I woke up with the notification saying Grail's posted video, and I was like, "What? Samsung dead?" So yeah, it is a sad day, but what does Mike Tobin think about all this? Didn't he say on your show on Thursday, "Hey, I think they should just call it quits. It's over." And you're like, no.
I don't even remember what I said on Thursday's show, but what I know, he just started his daily show. If you haven't, go check out Initial Focus on YouTube. He's starting to do a daily news show as well. I don't think he's that. I haven't talked to him one-on-one really about it, but he's not that surprised. I don't think, just like any of us. I mean, after a certain point, when you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fires light up, and Samsung hasn't said anything except for then all of a sudden all these stores and carriers are not selling the phone, you have to recall it at that point. You have to quit it, and then they can't do a third version of this phone because no one's going to have trust in it. So I kind of wonder now at this point is if Samsung's actually going to change the name of the Galaxy Note line to something else.
I agree with you on that. I think they'll probably have to change the name. I hope they don't get rid of the S Pen. That's the only thing I would hope they don't do. That, and obviously SD card expansion. Without the SD card expansion, most definitely I would not even have looked at all at the Note 7 when it first came out. And I agree with you. The Note 7 had such high expectations. At first, I was in love with this phone, and I think a lot of people were. There's still people who are in love with this phone. I just had issues with it lagging on me, and then once that news came out about return it the first time, I was like, great, I'll take advantage of that. And I got me on OnePlus 3 right now, and if you're on GSM networks, AT&T, T-Mobile, Cricket, or any of the GSM networks in the United States, I would highly recommend the OnePlus 3. If you're on Verizon, hey, look outside the box. Moto Z Play Edition is really good. And if you're on Sprint, well, I would just say probably the LG V20 because I don't think there's anything worthwhile in Sprint. But most definitely, the V20 should probably get sales bump, and I expect the Google Pixel to actually get higher sales than expected, and even the iPhone 7 is probably going to get some.
I just saw. It's funny you mentioned the Pixel XL. Well, not funny because whatever, but whatever. So the Google Pixel XL, there's a news story out today that they've spent over the last 2 days when this news has come out $3.2 million on advertising to promote the Galaxy Pixel. I mean the Galaxy Pixel phone, the Google Pixel XL phone.
But it's not just them. Everywhere I'm going, I'm seeing a lot of V20 commercials. A lot of YouTubers are, they're getting tons of videos on the V20. Most definitely the market is very open to see who can take that space to be alongside, obviously, the iPhone when it comes to, popularity. But most definitely, the V20 is a phone to look out for. The Google Pixel XL, definitely a phone to look out for. And Samsung, they said they're going to try to push out the phone early, but I don't foresee them pushing it as early as December. So you're going to have to wait until 2017 to get this phone. So I don't know. Even though from what you've read on your show, the specs sound very interesting, and I would be looking forward to it, but I wouldn't say, hey, keep your no phone. I go with what Samsung has said, and Samsung says, please shut off your phone. So for safety's sake, I would recommend everyone, if you have a Note 7, shut it off, take it to your store, get your money back, and get yourself a new phone.
And I think the Google Pixel phone, I think when people actually, I think it's going to be one of those phones that when people play with it, they're going to kind of be blown away by it, or they're going to be very pleasantly surprised by it. And I think it's going to be that type of phone that people, once they play with it, they're going to want to buy it. And hopefully that they're like one of the rumors is it's going to come to AT&T in November. So hopefully it comes to more and more carriers over the course of time, especially as people start talking about the phone more and start praising it more. Because the better, easier, less bloatware phones out there that we have on Android, the better for everybody, because it just means that Samsung's going to have to get rid of some of this bloat, and so is LG, and so is this company. So I'm just hoping that the Pixel phone just gets hugely popular.
I think mid-rangers is definitely going to show a higher presence too. Hey, you mentioned in your last video, which was, hey, our hats off to you, was really good. The Axon 7, which I posted on the comments. You can actually get the Axon 7 at Best Buy if anyone wants it. You can get the Honor 8 also. I saw it at Best Buy. Or buying it on Swappa, those phones. Obviously the OnePlus 3 is a good mid-ranger. Well, there's plenty of phones out there. People, you don't have to stick with just Apple and Samsung. There's totally other phones out there.
Cool, man. Well, anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, just loving your newscast there. I would love to hear Mike Tobin, but
he's probably sleeping right now.
Wake him up. No, hey, thanks for everything you do, and I'm pretty sure everyone's a bigger fan because of all your hard work.
We'll talk to you soon.
Keep
and
it
Joel,
up.
if you guys want to subscribe to Joel's channel, if you're in the chat and he says a word, just click on his name, and that'll bring you right to his channel. You can subscribe from there. Cool, man. Thanks for calling.
Yep, buddy. Take care.
All right, that was Joel. Thank you for the awesome call, Joel. Guys, if you want to call in, the phone lines are wide open. Phones are open. Call now. So the news for this stuff has been coming out of every single day. I'm about to post a news story right now with 3 or 4 news stories just on the Galaxy Note 7. It seems honestly like 6 to 5. I shouldn't even say that. So 5 to 10 new news stories come out every single day for this Galaxy Note 7 stuff. Have it be anywhere from it exploded here to we need a new phone. All right, here we go.
And
808, you're live. What's going on, buddy?
Every single day. I'm right now.
Good, man. How are you?
How you doing?
Who's the first name again? Charles.
My name is Charles.
Oh, okay.
I'm
What's
Charles.
up,
I'm
Charles?
from Hawaii. Yeah. Anyways, I'm actually in Thailand right now, and just something about the Note 7. They're really giving me heat about it. Taking it on the airplane and stuff. They might even try to confiscate it when I go to the Philippines.
That's it.
So I have to hide it.
Someone's calling in. Cancel that call. Sorry, one second. All right, cool. So you went from Hawaii, right? Am I right? To Thailand? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Hawaii. Via Philippines. So I had to do a layover, and the Philippines, they before you board the plane, they rummage through your stuff sometimes, and I just had my phone and I had a case on it, so it didn't say Note 7. And the guy asked me, "Is that a Note 7?" I said, "No, that's only Note 5."
I can't afford the Note 7.
Yeah.
Man, that's interesting, though.
Anyways, so when I got here and you're giving me the news updates, I just powered it down already, and it's in my safe in my room. Okay. And I'm using the Nexus 6P. And on another note, I kind of fell in love with the 6P again because just the way it's so smooth and the way it runs. And I'm using Google Fi on that. And they opened it up now so that you can have H+ and LTE all through Asia.
That's really good.
Which is good. So it's almost like a world phone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, so that's the same thing. I went back to my Nexus 6P for one day, and it's just so smooth, and it's so everything's you use your finger just to. I just feel it's less pecking. Like with a Note 7, it feels like it's more pecking with your finger, whereas with a Nexus or a Google phone, it's more smooth swipes and things like that. It's cool though.
Yeah.
What when you were. Yeah. Where were you in Thailand or Philippines when you heard the news about the Galaxy Note 7 officially being recalled?
I was in Thailand. So yeah, because I hook up like my Shield TV up to the TV in my hotel, and so I just watch YouTube pretty much, and and you get the updates like that. That was yeah. So as soon as I heard that, I just powered it down. I'm like, as much as I like this phone, it's just a phone. And you know what? They messed up, and I ordered a Pixel XL. So when I come back from my trip, I'll have it waiting for me.
Did you get?
I wanted to get the blue one, but they only did it in 32, and because I was lucky, I got a black one in 128 with the 2-year protection. Came up to like $900 something, $969, and by the time I finished my order and I just wanted to see it, everything was sold out already. It sold out quick because I bought mine literally right when they cut off the live feed for the Google or whatever, that Google conference when they announced the phones. Yeah, so I knew I had to buy it out right away. I really wanted the blue one, but 32 gigs is not good. I can't.
Yeah, that's like what we're running into. So I purchased my Pixel XL like the second you could do it, and then I'm texting my wife because the Note 7 hadn't been recalled by then, and I was saying, "Hey, do you want a Pixel phone?" And she didn't answer me back, and now she wants the Pixel phone, and they're sold out because she needs the 128, and she wants the 5.5-inch one. So it's like now we're gonna have to wait for how long to get this phone for her, or I don't know. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I had a feeling like I said. And then Verizon, no one's really buying from Verizon because they suck.
Yeah,
they locked the bootloader.
They're putting 3 bloatware apps on there, which you can uninstall, and then they're also handling the updates, which kind of sucks. I don't know why Google doesn't have more power in this. Like, why would you use a carrier that's going to allow them to put bloatware apps on your phone? It doesn't make sense to me. I guarantee they could have went to T-Mobile or Sprint or AT&T and got this phone completely clean and clear without that crap on it. It sucks.
Well, yeah, the Nexus 6 from T-Mobile was pretty much stock. It had nothing in it. You had to download because when I first got the Nexus 6, it didn't even have T-Mobile software for Wi-Fi calling. It took them like about 3 months to get that on there. So you had a clean Android,
through T-Mobile, and it was unlocked. It was naturally unlocked. They didn't carrier lock it at all.
Yeah.
They let it be.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what.
Was nice.
Hopefully, the phones are for the. I'm really hoping the Pixel XL blows me away, and I think it's gonna. We just have to wait for it to get here. But is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No. That's it. I just wanted to give a shout out. I like your information in this live chat, and like I said, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning in Thailand.
My wife's going there in November, so hopefully she'll have some fun over there. Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. There's
That's
always
awesome,
something to do
man.
here.
Well, I
I
hope you have safe travels, and I hope your Galaxy Note 7 makes it home. All right, James. Thanks.
Yeah,
later,
there you go. Aloha.
All right,
Thank you,
later,
everybody out there.
All right, another cool
bye.
call. Look at that, international call in a way. So phone lines are open. Phones are open. I need a little script so I don't have to type this out. All right, I think I got a few texts. Let's see where my texts are. Oh, I think I got a call coming in now. What's going on here? Why isn't that ringing? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Greg.
Ray,
this is
how are
Ray
you,
over
buddy?
in Phoenix.
I'm good.
I'm good, man. How are you?
You got S7 Edge, right?
Yeah, man. I am so so unhappy. I never had this before. We're going to get a new phone, and
yeah,
I wasn't happy
tough.
about it. I just. That Note 7 was just all I wanted. That was it.
Well,
it was everything.
Well, let me tell you.
So
Let me ask you
sad.
this. So you had the Galaxy Note 7. You got your replacement. You got your replacement, right?
Let me tell you, the story
Okay.
started. Yeah, I did get my replacement.
Okay.
Started. I had a Note 4. So T-Mobile offers this junk program. So I said, all right, that's where you update your phone, So I got S7 Edge. Did not like it. So within, 14 days, whatever, you can swap the phone, and so I got a Note 7. God, man, I loved it. Then here comes the first recall. So I'm sitting there with this phone for the recall, and they send me an Edge 7 to hold me over until they get, the Note 7 replacements. Well, I dropped that friggin' Edge 7 and busted the screen. And it cost me $175, man. I only had the goddamn thing for 3 days. So here comes my replacement Note 7, right? So I got that for a little bit, and I get the recall. So here I go back over to T-Mobile today, and I'm right back to the Edge 7 I started out
Let me
with.
ask you this: how did that return policy? I haven't returned mine just yet. So when you went to this time just recently. I guess you went today. I think you did. How did that go? Did they give you any pushback or?
It was slow. I walked in the T-Mobile store, and the two guys that are in there did not even know there was a recall for it.
You tell them to watch my channel?
So here they had to start. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I told them I found out about it. I told them where I found out about it. Yeah, and the guy had to get on the phone to find out about it. So, now that I got this thing in my hand, I still got 14 days to get this. I may go back and get the Note 5. I'm just not happy with the size of this thing, and I just don't like it.
Well, do you use the
Note 5?
Yeah.
At least
do you use the
a little
S
bigger.
Pen a lot?
Go ahead.
Then
actually, I don't. I just like the size of it. The bigger phone.
I say it all the time. I sound like I'm getting paid by them, which I'm not. I wish I was, but I'm not. The LG V20. Take a good look. It's not out yet, but it comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I asked them about it, and they said
I think it shouldn't be
maybe
next month. It should be the end of this month. So anywhere between the 21st and the 28th of this month.
Okay.
And that's a big phone. That's a 5.7-inch phone. Plus it has an extra, I believe, inch at the top to get all your notifications and things like that. And it's in your hand. I don't know if you have big hands. I have small hands, but if you have good sized hands, it's a bigger phone physically than the Note 7 as well. I know the Note 7's a great size. But yeah, the screen's the same size as the Note 7, but it's actually a little bit bigger body as well. And
you know what?
I think that's what you're gonna like. I honestly would
want.
not go back to the Note 5, and the reason being is because the Note 5, my buddy has one, and I had one, and he still has one. It has lag in it. I don't know. Maybe yours won't have lag, but he has lag in it. Mine had lag in it, and I would never go back to that phone again. The LG V20 should be smooth as butter.
Okay. Okay, and who makes
LG.
that? I'm sorry, I
You've heard of LG,
know who
right?
makes that.
Yeah. They're the second biggest. They might even
okay.
be bigger, but I think they're smaller. They're the second biggest Korean phone maker behind Samsung. Yeah, they make good stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you, it was just the guy told me that the S7 and the Edge, had the same camera or as good a camera as the Note 7. And I'm kind of hoping for that because I really love that camera in the Note 7.
I agree.
That's
the one
camera.
thing that I think is going to bother a lot of people. I think that the Note 7 still is going to have the best camera. But I can't wait to try the Google Pixel phone because that's supposed to have an amazing camera. And from the samples of the photos and the videos I've seen on that phone, it looks spectacular. The LG V20, I will admit that the samples I've seen versus the Note 7 have not looked as good as the Note 7. They've looked good, but just not as good. So I think that might be one. If you take a lot of photos, you might be slightly disappointed. But everywhere else in that phone, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Okay. Well, I'm always open for something, but I just sitting here with this damn phone tonight. I'm talking to you on it now. I'm just not happy. I hate to go backwards, and I feel like I went backwards with going from
that's
the
one
Note
reason
7
I wouldn't
to
tell
this guy,
people to go back because even though it has the same specs more or less as the Note 7, it's going back. It's an older phone, and then the new one comes out in 6 months anyway. So who knows? But a cool. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens then, huh? But I wanted to let you know that it's finally done with the damn Note 7 recalls anyway. But I hate to do it. But anyway, that was a little story for you how I went from from August to right now.
Well, if you ever have questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm always accessible. So yeah, man. So
I appreciate it, man. That you've always been there for me.
If you have anything else you wanted to talk about? Are you all set?
No, that's it. I just wanted to relate to you what happened to me today. You're the first person I've heard
their full A to Z story on the getting the phone and then returning it and getting a replacement. So it's a good story to share with people. I appreciate that, Ray. All right, thanks, Ray.
Yeah,
we'll talk to you soon.
Good deal. Good talking to you, Greg. All righty, man.
All right, phone lines are back open, guys. 619-721-3699. Phones are open. Where's my script? Call now. Let's see if I can get into my text messages from you guys before. So area code 916 is saying he talked to Samsung. There's no timeline for returning the Note 7. That's pretty good. So looks like you have to the end of time to return your Galaxy Note 7. I got some voice message. I did, but it was busy. All right, cool. Let me see. Hey, it's Joel. I think you should be playing. Joel, you think I should be playing sad music? I agree with that. All right, I got a phone call coming in. Hey, Gateway, what's going on? Oh.
Hey,
good.
How
Sorry
you doing,
I missed your call
Greg,
right before
what's up?
this. You were just slightly a little bit behind the other guy, so I'm glad you called back.
Yeah, I think there's about like 3 seconds of delay, something around that, because I'm all the way on the East Coast. Well, I'm not actually on the East Coast. I'm in New Orleans, actually. Yeah. So very close to the East Coast.
So where were you when you heard the news, and then also, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, when I first heard the news, I was at home and I saw, when I first saw the phones exploding, I'm like, okay, this has to be an isolated incident. I heard like one or two, which out of like 2.5 devices, that's within the margin of error, and that can be a manufacturing defect with the first recall. And then over about 3 weeks, you had more like a week, not 3 weeks, because the recall already happened. You had upwards of 90 devices exploding within a week or two in the first recall. And I was like, it's fine. We're going to get a replacement device. And I was supposed to get a loaner device from T-Mobile, the S7 Edge, which I would have been fine with. But I mean, it was like the last guy that called. It's like a downgrade, I love having. I mean, it is the Adreno 530, Snapdragon 820, the same specs, same camera, but you're not getting like secure folder. You're not getting the S Pen with like GIF capture. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of TouchWiz, but I still like those features because I just use Nova Launcher and just disable a bunch of the bloatware.
The Note 7 just feels like, I don't know if you agree with me, but I totally think that the Note 7 feels, honestly, 100 times better in your hand than the S7 Edge does.
The S7 Edge, it feels almost like, because with the curve, it just feels so tiny. Especially on a 5.5 inch, because it's like, with the S7 Edge, it's like you're just holding the display, and that's the only thing you're holding.
The Note 7 is honestly probably the most perfect phone to ever hold in your hand that has a big display, a 5.7 inch display, I think.
But it's a great display. I mean, I first got the Note 5, and I was amazed with that phone. Like, that was the first phone that I got with a fingerprint sensor, the 1440p display, insane pixel density and the brightness. Yeah. And I mean, it was a bit laggy, but I wish they had the Exynos version in here. I don't know why they don't give us the Exynos.
It sounds like we're not going to. It sounds like we're not going to get it next year either. From all the reports I'm seeing about the S8, it looks like we're going to get the Snapdragon 830. Yeah, instead of the 830. Exynos, I think it's 95, whatever.
Because it overheats a lot, or at least Samsung doesn't know how to do cooling.
I know, and you would think they'd want to use their own chips because you think they'd save more money rather than buying chips from somebody else. They make the Exynos chip, so why wouldn't they want the Exynos chip? Unless there's some kind of incompatibility, which I don't think there is, because the Note 5 had an Exynos chip. So I don't know why they don't use it. I really don't know why they don't use it.
Yeah. And I was getting higher Geekbench scores on the Note 5. I was getting upwards of 5,700 on the multi-core on Geekbench, and I'm only getting 3,800 on my Note 7.
I don't know if it was Geekbench or Antutu. I think it was Antutu. I did Antutu. I did Note 7 versus OnePlus 3, and the Note 7 progressively went down after each test.
Well, that's I mean, what I'd do if I were tested, because a lot of the people on YouTube, they just do one test and say that's it. What I do is I do a test until the battery runs out, recharge it, do it another day, and keep doing tests, and then you get the average. It takes so long. That's why people don't do it.
I did 3 tests right in a row, but
you still get a general idea of how the phone does with just one benchmark though. So then the second recall came in. I mean, 2 days ago, and after that I was pretty much done with the phone because they're not going to support it, and I'm not going to an S7 Edge, and because I was in a dilemma because I was the guy that commented I pre-ordered the Pixel, I'm getting the blue R1 HD, $60 burner phone, because honestly the features that I use on the reason why I like the Note 7 is the size and the display.
That's the same reason my phone.
I don't really.
I don't use the S Pen that much too. Yeah, it's the camera.
I love cameras.
The screen, and what was the other thing you said? I forget now. It's camera, screen, and what? Just using it, whatever it is. She just wants a simple phone that looks great. So now this. So you're going to end up getting. Which phone are you going to stick with then after this point?
Pixel XL, because it has a great camera from what I've seen. It has a 5.5 inch display, but the thing is, it's not edge to edge the display.
Yep.
So it's as big as the Note 7. It will feel the same size as the Note 7. 1440p, 2K display, AMOLED, fingerprint sensor, and there's going to be no carrier bloatware, and you're going to have stock Android. So I mean, it's probably, and it doesn't beat iPhones on when it comes to Geekbench or anything like that, but I never expect that with the Android device. But when it comes to day-to-day stuff, you're not going to have any of that lag or stutter. Sometimes it took me 2 minutes to boot up my Note 7.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's insane.
I didn't really get.
So I used.
Yeah, I didn't really get
when I first got it though.
In terms of slow boot up times. I just got like even today, the thing it just lags like a mofo, and for no reason. I had my Bluetooth off, like I made that video at one time to show it off. It's so annoying. It's an annoying phone, but it's a really lovely phone at the same time. But I'm excited to try the LG V20 and the Pixel phone because I think those phones are going to be good. And I love the reviews I'm seeing so far on the LG V20 because some of the tech guys already have that phone, and I've heard nothing but good things about that phone so far.
The only reason why I didn't get the LG V20 is because it's using LCD, and yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a difference because they oversaturate the colors anyway.
All the reviews I've heard on the screen on the LG V20 is that people say it looks awesome. I haven't heard really anything bad about it. So,
but I'm not. If I want the LG V20, I want the unlocked. I always buy unlocked. I never buy it through the carrier.
That's what I was thinking about. I was going to buy it through B&H because B&H for me and for you probably too, tax free. And that's the only store that I found online that's even doing a pre-order so far besides the carriers. And tax-free.
Wait, I already pre-ordered the Google Pixel. I mean, I got everything. I got Google Home. Because I didn't know any place that was getting pre-orders unlocked for the LG V20. Otherwise, I would have probably done that because it would have came earlier. But once I weighed in like the checks and balances, I'd rather have the Snapdragon 821. And it seems like, even though it has a dual camera, the V20, I'm pretty sure the Pixel is going to top it off.
Surprised.
It's going to be better.
I think if you like feature-packed phones, and I have it on the screen, you probably won't see this until you look back at this because it's a little bit behind. But the LG V20, you can pre-order it on you can't pre-order it yet, but you will be on the 17th of October. You can pre-order through B&H. It's unlocked. Works on, I believe, every single carrier. But the camera looks cool. I kind of like how it has that same kind of camera feature as the iPhone, where you can choose between the wide angle and the regular angle.
Yeah, but what I don't understand what Apple did and what LG did, they don't combine the image like what Huawei did with their P9, where it really gets a good depth of field effect, and not only that, it really fixes the exposure because you have a monochrome. I like what Huawei did because you have a monochrome lens, which is black and white essentially, and then you have a color lens. And, you don't get that issue a lot where it, like, really overexposes the highlights and then the shadows are just, like, really muddy. And that's why when I saw the pictures on the Pixel, it's like, the highlights aren't overblown like on iPhones and the shadows aren't misrepresented. That's what really amazed me.
Have you seen the videos on the Pixel XL where they're just to show off how steady the camera is? I don't mean the one that Google showed. I mean the other examples of it.
I mean, without optical image stabilization, I can't tell the difference. Really,
spectacular. The videos I've seen, there was one showing like a nature one, and then there was one I just saw a guy walking in a parking lot, and that thing is super steady. Oh,
I think one of those were fake.
Okay,
the parking lot one was real. Yeah, the other one was shot on like
Okay.
That was shot on
a
video on a gimbal. Yeah,
on a gimbal, and that thing I used it on my Note 7. That thing is awesome. Like once you go gimbal, you don't everyone.
Yeah, you can run. You can run with those, and it'll look like you're shooting it like from a standstill, pretty much.
You can make it look like it's gliding in there. Those things are amazing. I can't wait till those. I think those are really going to catch on, especially if they drop down in price just a little bit. Those gimbals are going to catch on like wildfire.
I think in a couple of years, we're not even going to have like professional cameras. Like your smartphones are going to
already have, though. I mean, the only people that use professional cameras are like, I use a camera, not every time, but like most of my big videos, I'll use like my Panasonic GH4. But other than that, like lately I've been, especially when I was in Vegas, I was just using my Note 7, and then I'm using my webcam sometimes just to get a quick video out. But yeah, you're right. Most people just are going to use their cell phones because they're so good now.
Because with the Note 7, I'm getting, I don't know, like with Apple, they were bragging about their like portrait mode with the bokeh effect. I got that on my Note 7 on auto mode. Just get really close to an image subject and just make sure the background's far away, and you get bokeh photography.
I know,
it's that easy. But you don't need any of that. It's this dual camera stuff. I don't think it's going to catch on unless someone really implements it well. And I think LG's done it really well because the super wide angle lens, it gets that GoPro effect. Well, I really like that.
I think if you,
it's really nice.
I think if someone left iPhone and they went to Android, I don't think one of the complaints they're going to have is, oh, this doesn't have a wide angle view of something, or it doesn't have this or that in terms of what the camera does, because the Android phones are already beating it. Almost every new Android phone that comes out that's a top end phone almost always beats the iPhones.
Yeah. When I saw the iPhone 7 Plus camera, I was disappointed with it. I thought it was going to be the best smartphone camera in the market. The Samsung, the S7, the S7 family, the phones are better, the camera.
And in day-to-day usage, they totally are. I agree. So, cool.
I mean, they definitely bridged the gap from last year with the 6S, which was like
especially
a total
with
joke.
low light mode, they got a lot better, but it's still not as good as the Samsung ones.
Yeah, in low light mode. In low light, the 6S looked like a webcam. That's what it was. It was bad.
All right, man. Did you have anything else you want to talk about? Are you okay?
But no, I mean, I don't know why everyone's hating on the Pixel, because people really have to look at what do you do on your phone, Like, do you really use the S Pen and all the Edge features? Because honestly, I think
I don't even use it.
Totally
I have it turned on, but I never really use it. In fact, it gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, I like it. I don't like the softer feature. I like the design of it because you can make a smaller form factor. But other than that, I don't really like the features. And I use the S Pen. I think it's nice. The only thing I'm going to miss from my Note 7 is having a 5.7-inch display in Samsung Pay.
Pay's awesome. The reason I like it is because they have so many promos with it. Like, you get a gift card, you can get this for free. Whereas Android Pay doesn't have nearly as many.
Yeah, and you can pay everywhere too because it uses the mag strip on the back of your card. But honestly, I think I'm going to enjoy my Pixel more anyways, because I'm probably just going to end up rooting it so I can overclock it. Because it says on Snapdragon's website the 821 can go up to 2.5 gigahertz. They're underclocking it. So if it says that it can do that, I'm going to try and do that.
It doesn't catch on fire, man.
It probably won't. I don't know. I'll probably do that at the end of my device's lifespan.
Well, cool, man. I appreciate the call. Good topics. Good everything. I appreciate that. All right, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. Have a good one, brother.
Yeah, thanks. See ya.
All right. Awesome call right there, guys. Phone lines are back open. I'll probably take one or two more calls here. Phone lines are open. Call now. Having some really good calls tonight. Let's see what else we got for voicemails. Got some voicemails. Hey, Greg, I'm going to try to call you back. That's 187. Talk to you later. All right, that's just not really anything. All right, someone's calling in now. Area code 347. Where are you calling from and what's your name? Oh, it's the man.
Finally. It's the Mash Man. It's the 12-year-old. What's up? I'm just seeing the stream right now. You have 89 people watching you. By the way, good job on 89.
I know, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got. It's a good topic because people are really passionate about this Galaxy Note 7 recall and it being.
Yeah, because your channel, you actually talk to your fans.
It's getting tougher and tougher, man. Trust me.
Thank you for that.
I love it. It's a good problem to have.
I endorse you for that. I endorse you for that. I endorse you for that, like Donald Trump.
It's a good problem to have, for sure. What's going on, man? What do you got?
My question is, actually, this was on my mind. So not everybody is going to buy the LG V20, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, definitely not. The other newer phones, okay? So, if somebody was looking for a budget phone, say around the 300 to, let's say mid 300s, 350, and would you recommend a budget phone for 350 or a like an older flagship for 350,
well, I think you
or
have
like
Verizon,
less.
right? So is this a Verizon question or any phone question?
I don't have. I mean, it's like an unlocked phone. Like if you were to buy an unlocked phone, I'm not a Verizon user, by the way.
I would if you can go to $400, I would go with the OnePlus 3 without a doubt.
Yeah, the fact is, I'm saying 350 because there are many great phones, but like what can I get for like 350? Like, say for example, a random guy just said, "Hey, I need a phone for 350. What can I get?" So would you get an older flagship or a budget phone? And tell me why and what phone you would get.
You can't go an extra $50.
No, just 350 locked on, 350 or less. Because you're gonna say the OnePlus C, the iPhone 7, or you're gonna say the SE. So that's why I'm trying to make it tough for you.
I mean, you could probably get an old iPhone. I mean, you probably end up having to get either. If you want a really good phone, you're probably gonna have to buy something used, like an iPhone 6s Plus or something like that.
But I'm not. But give me something that is not an iPhone, because iPhones are great phones. They really are. But give me like an Android phone. Give me some brands.
I know,
I'm really trying to make this tough for you.
What the Huawei Mate? How much is the Huawei Mate?
I'm being an annoying fan right now.
Because I think that one.
I'll check it up right now.
It up too.
You want me to check it up right now?
It might be. Maybe it's too expensive.
Huawei.
It's too expensive. It's $500. I don't know, man. I would tell you to work. I would tell you to let's see what the chat room says, or if they're even saying anything about this. They said Honor 8 was on sale for $350. Right. So let's look at the Honor 8. Honor 8.
Honor 8 is a great phone. But what I don't like about the Honor 8 is that it's great at like cameras and stuff. Like it's good for if you're a photographer.
Dude, you are a
trying to do like video. And it's good for daily.
You are a photographer. What are you talking about? You are a photographer. You're good at photography. Don't you want to take good pictures? Come on.
No, I don't want to take good pictures. I'm fine with I mean, to tell the truth, I'm okay with iPhone phones, but I personally would go for a iPhone 7 camera. Like, that thing looks okay enough.
Well, I mean, I would just tell you to save an extra $50 and get a OnePlus 3. I don't know what else to tell you. I know you're trying to bust my balls here. So. You got anything else you want to talk about, brother?
I mean, I have three more that I can think of. What are your thoughts on, like, you know how, like, every now phone has a, like, you know, they don't have a non-removable back? Do you think, like, looking at the LG V20, like, it has a removable aluminum back? We all know that, right? Hopefully.
All right.
Anyway. So, do you think, like...
All right. Do you have a question, man? What's going on? All right. So, when just ask me in the chat, all right, brother? We'll see you. All right. Phone lines are back open, guys. I don't know what he was trying to bust my balls. Sorry about that. Let's see, 619-721-3699. I'll take one more call, guys, and then I'll wrap this show up. I'll put this show on demand for you guys to watch tomorrow if you want. If you missed it or you're just coming in right now, I will put this up so that you can watch it. 619-721-3699. All right, we got a call coming in. Probably make this the last call. Area code 571. What's your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, man? This is Dino F. Flores from
what's going on?
Arlington,
Dino,
Virginia.
right? Hey, what's going on, man? What do you got going on today?
Yes. Just chilling, man. Just looking at your comments. Yeah, man. It's talking about the Note 7, man. It's my third Note 7. And, the first one I had a problem with my S Pen. It was clicking and it was getting stuck. So I had to return that mess. Then went to the new one. Then after that, they did the recall. Then I had to go back and get my replacement. And now I have to go back and get a new phone, man. it's stressful, man. So I'm talking on the Note 7 right now.
It's definitely a sucky thing. People are have gone back and forth with Samsung, obviously twice for some of us. Some people just bought the phone a couple days ago, and now they have to return it already, or they're advised to return it. It sucks, man. What phone are you going to end up when are you going to return the phone? And if you do return the phone, what phone are you going to get?
Well, I already had I had the Galaxy S7 Edge before this one, which I traded in for the Note 7. So I don't know if I want to go back to it. I mean, I kind of like the the Samsung Pay. I like all that stuff. So I don't know, but I do like that LG V20 that's coming out, but it's taking so long to come out, bro. It's like, man, they messed up on that. Like the hype is going away for that phone. It's a great phone.
It sucks because they should get that phone out now. They should push it up because I would assume the phone's probably already made. It's probably sitting in a warehouse.
Yeah, it's sitting in a warehouse somewhere. We over here trying to decide what phone we're gonna get, and we can't get it because it won't come out till next week or 2 weeks from now. Which just sucks because I want to go return this phone like tomorrow.
That's the problem. Is that
I don't know what to get.
You have to. They're asking you to return the phone when there's not new phones out for another week or two. It sucks.
Right. Yeah. So it sucks, man. The Note is a great phone, man. It's the best, great looking phone I ever seen, bro. It does everything. It sucks for Samsung. Hopefully they'll bounce back and come out with something better. But
it is, man.
That's what it is,
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. No, man, that's good, man. Just wanted to comment on your videos, and you're doing a great job, and every time I see you on the videos, you're always gonna be that Note 7 guy. This Note 7, Greg. I know you got a lot of subscribers because of the Note 7 situation, man. So you should be thankful.
I am.
You should be thankful for that.
I do a lot of videos on everything, but when I first started, there was a love it, NVIDIA Shields type stuff, and then I've done Cody and everything, and now it's been Note 7 stuff. So I love it because it got me into daily news. Which once again, this Note 7 stuff's over, I'll go back to my daily news show. So.
That's great, man. You're doing an awesome job, man. Keep it up, bro.
Thanks for the kind words. All right, later, bro.
All right, man. Have a good night. Thank you.
All right. I think you guys want to call in. I think there was one or two more calls. Lines are open. Call now. See if you get one more call in here. If I don't get a call in the next minute or two, I'll wrap this show up. Let me check out my voicemails. Oh, my God. Oh, here's a call coming in. Robert, I think you're going to be my last call. You better make it a good one.
Oh, nice. I didn't think I was going to get through. What's up, buddy?
Where are you from? Where you live?
Yeah, Long Island, New York, man.
New York, well, just to fly there in a couple weeks, and then we're going to head out to Canada from there. But what's going on, man?
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Yeah. You're looking like you're getting a little tired.
I wake up
at
5 in the morning. I go to bed at 11.
I hear you.
So I have long days.
Oh wow, yeah. So you definitely got to be tired. I literally just commented on your video. I was interested in purchasing the Gear S3 when it comes out. Hopefully there's not going to be any problems with that. Now, I'm talking to you on the Note 7.
What phone are you gonna? Are you gonna keep it or are you gonna return it?
No, I'm gonna return it, and like you, I'm waiting for the V20 to come out. Definitely waiting for the V20. So I wanted to know: would you know? Would I be able to connect that watch with the V20, or is that just Samsung
all the
only?
Samsung watches are now Android compatible. Let's see. So Gear, what is it called again? Gear. I'm drawing a blank. Gear what?
Gear S3. Yeah, S3, Gear S3.
So I'll just look up the Gear S2 because I know the Gear S3 is not just yet.
You might want to put the 2 in because right now the 2 is out.
It's compatible. Yeah, compatible with Android 4.4 and later. Yeah, so it should work for best. It says for best compatibility connect with a Galaxy device. But you know what, man? Where are you going to buy it from?
Through my carrier, T-Mobile.
If you buy it through them, they might charge you a restocking fee if it doesn't work the way you want it to, and you don't like it. That's the only problem with that. But Yeah, as long as you're paying, as long as you're
Yeah,
fine
that would
with
suck.
taking that risk and paying the restocking fee, then it definitely works. I just don't know what features work and what features don't work.
Well, yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
because
that's
some
the only
features
thing
may
that's
not work.
sucks.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Listen, if it wasn't for you, dude, I wouldn't have a clue what's going. Unless looking at the TV, of course. But I mean, your videos and comments have been like blowing up on my phone.
I know. I get
'Cause I
some people that are
subscribe to
like,
you,
"Man,
so.
you're annoying. I'm unsubscribing." But it's like, you know what?
No, not even that. I'm interested. I'm like, wow, he's got another video up like already. So I click
It's
on him, like, what's
interesting
going on now?
nothing has ever happened like this in the history of cell phones, or at least this big, and it's exciting. And we have this platform where we can communicate with each other, and it's just unprecedented. So it's exciting times, even though it's bad news for
It's
consumers.
awesome. I tell you, it really makes me feel bad for Samsung.
I have a video coming out.
That's
I'm going to release it after this show, and it's they lost $17 billion.
Oh my God! Wow. You know, Apple's sitting back, right, watching that.
But you know what, Apple, to kind of compliment Apple, they usually don't release advertising that destroys other companies. They kind of stick to their own game. They don't really talk about anybody else. They did for a while with the.
Oh, right. They do their own.
They.
Oh yes, yeah. Oh, what the hell was PC. It? Yeah, I remember that.
That's the only time I can. That's like the only time I can remember where they would put down another product or another company. They don't usually do that now, but it's just it's interesting to see what they're doing. Yeah, everybody's amping up their advertising though.
That's
Google
funny.
is LG, so. I think this is only good for the market as a whole, for companies to finally get some market share from Samsung. So,
right. I mean, the Pixel phone. I mean, I'm interested in it, but I won't lie. I think
the prettiest
it's
phone.
ugly.
I agree.
To be honest,
I agree with you. It's not the
I really don't like the way it looks. The bezels on it are just too much. But the camera, the camera does.
I'm excited. I mean, I'll get it in a week or two. So once I get it, I'll definitely put some videos up on it, and hopefully I'm in love with it. That's what I'm hoping.
Cool. Yeah, man. No, I look forward to it, bro. Yeah, from now on, I've been looking at your reviews and stuff. So, but believe it or not, man, I was a diehard Apple fan, man, before this Android, and I just got bored with it. I got bored with Apple, and back in the day,
I was the same way, man. I had Apple
Apple
TV, Apple computers, I had iPhones, iPads, and I'm like, dude, it's not changing. Everything's the same year in and year out, and I'm spending.
No, I got family, I got friends. They all, they all love to mess with me. Like, oh, you're a sellout.
No, it's good, man. You're not. It's good. You're opening your eyes to what's out there, because what's out there is often. If they tried it for like 6 months or 30 days or whatever, I think they'd be pleasantly surprised by it. In some ways, they'd miss iMessage and FaceTime, but other than that, once you get out of that mindset that you need iMessage and you need FaceTime.
That's kind of, man, it just syncs so good with your iPad, your phone, and everything just syncs so perfectly with it. Yeah, they definitely got a way to like keep you locked in. But definitely looking forward to the for the V20, man. Definitely looking forward to that.
I am gonna get that phone. I'm not gonna try to. I am getting that phone. So.
Yeah, but like your last caller said, they're taking so long to come out with it.
Once they hear this, that they're gonna be, once they hear that Samsung's like, basically about to get knocked out, that they would pounce and just say, "Hey, we've got this phone. It's ready to go. You get it." Even if they can only get 200,000 phones out, just to get the people salivating about it, that would be awesome.
Right.
So.
It would. I'm waiting. I keep checking T-Mobile's website. Coming soon.
I know you can pre-order it. I don't know if you want to buy it unlocked, you can get it on B&H on October 17th. If you want to get it through AT&T, you can pre-order it now. Sprint, I think you can pre-order it now too. But yeah, I think Verizon and T-Mobile are the only ones you can't get it through just yet.
Yeah, they're like my luck. And I'm waiting because, obviously, I'd like to go hand the Note 7 back and get the.
Actually, you know what? I think about Sprint's allowing is not ready for pre-order yet. It's October 21st, but so I think AT&T is the only carrier currently allowing you to pre-order it. Yeah.
That's doing it now. I'm waiting for just like a display in the store just to go in and play with it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I heard I know you don't want it, but the Pixel phones I heard are coming to Best Buy this week. So if you want to go to Best Buy, you should be able to play with one of the Pixel phones then, and then.
Oh, all right. No, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah,
cool, man. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
See what it's about. No, that's it, brother. Thanks, man. Go get some rest.
All right. Later, brother.
No problem, buddy. Have a good one.
All right. Awesome call. I'll take one more call. It's going to be from Ray if he ever calls. I forget what your area code is, Ray. What's your area code? Whatever. Hopefully it's you that calls. I'll give you a second. I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute. A minute. Everyone says I look tired. Do I look that shitty? Call, dude. I'm ready, dude. Come on, Ray. Come on, Ray. One more call. Is he ever going to call? Come on, Ray. I'll give you 30 more seconds, Ray, and I'm going. Let me check my voicemails. What's up, Greg? Somebody sent me a text, said, what's up, Greg? That's it. What am I going to do with that? Come on, dude. The real issue is the lithium batteries. The companies need to change to new battery sources. I agree, 808. They need to change that up a little bit. Hi, Greg. Here's my question. How did anyone come to the conclusion that the Note 7 phones were the replacements and not the first one? The first set S's. They found out the Kentucky man was a liar, and the one that was smashed wasn't a Note 7, and the one about the plane bought it offline. What could have been the original phone? I'm keeping mine. Are you? Even though nothing is wrong with it. I'm not, area code 210, I'm not keeping my phone. I'm going to return it. All right, Ray. I'm going to hang up. I'm going to close this show up. You're not calling. All right, guys. So thanks so much, Ray. Ray?
Yeah, you keep saying for Ray to call.
Well, is your last name Stone? Oh, okay. Wait, I think the real Ray's calling. Let me get
Ray. Sorry. Go ahead, Vic. Go.
Ray. What's up, man? I thought you weren't ever going to call me, dude.
Well, yeah. Well, I got a couple questions, and I was just want to see what you think about the.
Hello? Yeah, well, go ahead. I didn't hear what you said.
Are you there?
Here.
Are you there? All right, man. So here's my question: If the Samsung so messed up on the Note 5, Note 7 is blowing up, then why the guy on the plane didn't let Samsung take his turn to investigate why it blew up and stuff? He told these people no, and then all of a sudden, a couple of days later, he went and got an iPhone 7.
The guy in Kentucky or Nashville? Yeah, I don't know. Someone was that you that texted me and was saying that the guy was a fraud?
Yeah, I think so, because it doesn't make sense if it was blown up and stuff, and he's all worried about it. Why didn't he let them back?
Is that what you think, or did you find a story about that? Because I didn't see anything about that. You did? I
read it online.
What site? Because I was looking at Sam Mobile usually has like some of the best Samsung news, and I didn't see that.
It was, I forget where I read it at, but it was like sorry about that. My daughter's screaming in the background, but it was right after that.
Oh, okay.
Right after that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If there's always going to be people that are in it for the money or in it for something free or publicity or whatever it may be. There's always going to be fakes and frauds, but there's obviously got to be something wrong. They've had, I know of 7 different explosions or fires or smokings, whatever you want to call it. And even if half of them are frauds or 2 of them are frauds, whatever the number is, it still has to be an issue. I don't think Samsung's just going to cancel the phone outright, even after doing investigations and figuring these are fake, because they would put advertisements out. They would put a message out. They'd put statements. They wouldn't just cancel the phone. So there's obviously something wrong with the phone. And unfortunately, and I think they'll come back. I really think this is going to make them a better company in terms of when they release their next phones. I think they have people, if you look at my videos, you guys love this phone. You guys are so passionate about it. And Samsung's a brand like Apple, but on Android that people fall in love with, that people love, that people care about. And I think when the next slew of phones comes out for Samsung, I think people are just going to, especially the diehard fans, they're just going to gravitate it more than ever. And they're going to really show their support for the brand. I think where Samsung's going to be hurt is with new people or people that have never used Samsung devices before, or people that had the Note 7 and then they had to return it and that was their first Samsung device. I think that's where they're going to get hurt, but I still think they're going to have a hardcore audience that really praises Samsung's name.
No, I think Samsung failed after this one. I think next year when the Note 8 comes out, I think they're gonna take a month longer than what was before. They're not gonna rush it next year, and it's gonna take their time with it. But I think people are not gonna be all pumped up about the Note 8 like they was about the Note 7 and Note 5 and stuff because all of the problems.
Yeah, they will.
People are gonna be nervous next year.
But I think that if Samsung's smart, and I think they've done this whole return thing incorrectly in terms of what they've given the consumers, I think they should have given us a whole hell of a lot more, but they did not. And I'm hoping that next year that they offer some kind of free protection, 2 years protection or whatever, just to make people feel good about their phones. Because right now, I think that they're really screwing up. $25 for going through this much hassle, especially if you're a new customer to Samsung. They totally screwed it up. They totally screwed it up.
Yeah, like I was telling you before, it took me basically 3 weeks to get the replacement fan for my Note 7 because my local Sprint store didn't have them nowhere and stuff. So I had to call the 1-800 number Sprint, and I just got my replacement today. And they was talking when I was activating my phone. They was talking about, you're gonna have to send this other one back in. And I was like, well, damn, I just got the phone today.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna. They really disappointed me with the way they handled this whole recall. They didn't do customers right. They didn't. It was really messy with the carriers. It's just not a good thing. I think that's the crappy thing, and I hope they can learn from it, and I hope they go out of their way for consumers, even if they lose a little bit of money. I think ultimately to gain everybody's trust back, they really have to give so much more. And usually, you know what? They're one of the few carriers, them and LG, they give you a lot for your money. Like, think about, we got watches. On this new phone, you bought the phone, you got a watch, or you got a 256 gigabyte memory card, or you got a VR headset. Like, they really hook you up already. Now, why can't they just hook you up again with either a huge discount or even more free products, Samsung products? So I don't know, man. Did you have any other thoughts on this?
No, I just wanted to call in and give you my input on it. I just feel like, the Note 7's a good phone and stuff, but next year, I think they're going to take their time more on it, and they're just not going to push it right out a week after it drops. They're going to wait maybe a month or so, then push it out that way. But other than that, I think I'm just going to roll with my Note 7 and see until I can figure out what I want to do.
What phone? So you're going to stick with it for a little bit? Or are you going to jump to another phone?
I'm just going to stick with my Note 7. I'm going to ride it out and see. I want to see, I have phone insurance and stuff through my carrier. I'm just going to see what happens if I maybe do a phone claim if something does happen and see what phone they'll give me that way. Other than that, I think I'm just going to ride out with it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go through the hassle with Sprint again because it took me 3 weeks just to get my second replacement.
It's annoying for sure, but at least in a couple of weeks you'll have a couple of new phones to choose from if you decide to jump. But yeah, man. Well, I appreciate the call, and definitely I'm glad you had some good points on the whole Samsung fiasco.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I've been watching your videos and stuff, and I'll be commenting and stuff, and I just wanted to call in and give you how I appreciate
it. Yeah, because I like this because the Samsung topic's really is really hot right now, and I know a lot of you guys like to comment, and I've been having trouble. Usually I respond back to every comment, but I'm getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I can't keep up with it, so I just thought I'd do a live show and let you guys kind of get your voices out there. Cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, man, I'm a stick with mine, So it was good talking to you. Thanks for the shout out and taking time out of your time.
Thanks for calling in and being a good last call. All right, later, brother.
All right, man.
All right, guys, that is tonight's show. I appreciate it, everything. Thank you for watching. Oh, sorry you heard that last noise. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch this, I will have it up tomorrow, or if you're just watching it on demand, you're going to say, what do you mean tomorrow? You're already watching it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. I'll actually have a new video up very, very soon in a couple minutes here. Well, probably 30 minutes. See you guys down the road. Wait, let me get my thing ready. Here we go. Ready? See you guys down the road. Peace.